All right, we are back. Special edition TopstepTV broadcasting the reopen after President Trump did enact all the tariffs. We're talking the green room, perhaps. Look at some prices here for limit prices on the CME website. Go ahead, JD, then Hogan, want your thoughts as well?
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking at the CME Group website. Actually, let me post a link in the chat right now. I'll share it with everybody. We do a simple web search for CME circuit breaker price limits.
Okay.
I'm going to put the official link in there for everybody.
From Risk. What's up, Ben?
Hey.
Hey, Ben, come on in. Let's talk about some implications for Topstep in general about what we may see. Nothing sure for certain just yet. Oh, I see you're not on the screen. We'll get that going here. Here we go.
All right, so I pinned the link in the chat for everybody for whatever market you're trading. You can take a look at those circuit breakers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share the CME Group tab right now. Switch over to my chart.
60 seconds.
So NQM5, there it is. So our reference price, settlement 19,757.75. So our first 7% limit down price will be 18,387 and a quarter. I'm going to zoom in on this just a little bit so everybody can see it.
All right, Hogue, thoughts. Go ahead, JD. Get your thoughts coming in this open. We could look at that. I got some prices there, JD.
Yep, 18,387 quarter is your 7% down move in the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the ES.
30 seconds. We'll just hang on. Yeah, Ben, come on in. Implications for Topstep and traders in general, based on what we may see here in on this reopen.
Yeah, good afternoon. I mean, the short version of it is that we want to keep our traders protected. We don't want anyone to get caught in an actual price limit,
10 seconds.
loss in the limit from the CME, and so we, as part of our terms of use, have a 2% buffer there. So if the price we see in a particular equity is within 5%, within 2% of the 7% limit. So if it's down 5% in this case, then that would be something where we would be, reaching out to traders, or if things are moving quickly enough, have to liquidate some positions and, flatten traders that might be in a position where they could get trapped in that limit. So that's something the risk team is particularly aware of at this exact moment, and we're watching closely and trying to keep our traders in bounds and make sure that if they are trading, that there's no risk of getting locked into that 7% price limit.
All right. Well, what are we seeing here? On the ES, looks like NQ.
I see gold trading. Nothing in the NQ yet. Oh, we did gap down in the ES.
Yes, we did.
Let me switch back over to the NQ. Did we gap down pretty deep? No.
I've got a.
Not seeing much in.
I can't see anything right now.
NQ halted? Halted? No.
JD, you still got the limit prices tab shared, by the way.
What are they doing?
Let me change that. All right. So data is moving slow right now, but I have the ES up. We did gap open lower.
Yeah.
Trading 55.27 right now.
That's what I'm seeing. It's halted. Nah. NQ halted. Can we confirm that?
NQ book is halted.
Is that true?
I just read it from the chat.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting
NQ is frozen.
Response.
I'm
not getting any NQ data right now.
Same. This is Ben, you see anything back there?
No,
Okay.
nothing moving in the NQ.
All right, here we go. NQ
Where
opens.
equities
There we
are.
go. NQ just opened.
Gap down. Gap down about 200 points. We are now open. All right, here we go. Let's trade beneath those 19,000. Look at the ladder here, Hogue. It is just, look at that. There is nothing in this thing.
There was a 60 lot resting on the 19020 bid. Let me see if
Wow.
it filled.
Okay.
Yeah, 150 traded at 20. 19020. Someone
Okay.
got a nice fill there. Is that why they froze it? They sucking the fills out before they let retail in?
Kidding.
Criminal.
Go.
I'm seeing the Nasdaq down 4%, Nikkei down 3.5%, S&P down just past 3%. So, definitely exercise caution. I know there's a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of price movement. I think we moved like 1,000 points in the Nasdaq in a matter of 15 or 20 minutes during those tariff announcements. Always trade for another day. I know that's something we repeat over and over again here, but there's no need to jump in when you're not quite sure of the price action. If you don't have a plan around this price action, just be patient and wait for something to set up that is within your wheelhouse. And there's always going to be another trade to take that's not necessarily down 4 or 5%, risking that price limit.
Ben, down 5%. Implications for live traders. Down 5% is 18,770.
Yeah, so we're watching the live boards actively right now, and there's not. Thankfully, this happened after hours when session open, so there's not a ton of trading activity at the moment. More than usual, but that's to be expected with this type of news. So not a tremendous amount of trading activity, but we do our best to reach out actively to the traders. It's one of the reasons that we're on this broadcast right now to vocalize, hey, don't find yourself within that 5% down or up move in a particular equity product, because if we are not able to reach out quickly enough, we will begin liquidating positions because we are not willing to have those positions get carried into a price limit. That's a very risky thing to happen. So, monitor your positions. Be well aware of the terms of use and the 5% rule. It's 2% buffer of the 7% price limit set by the CME. That's why at 5%, you'll be contacted by Topstep. If things continue to carry the direction of the price limit, you could get liquidated ahead of that price limit. So just be aware, be cautious, and trade light for sure if you are trading.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it, Ben. You got some work to do. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate that. Good stuff. Yeah, TopstepTV. This is the Tariff edition. I'm seeing there. Hogue, thoughts on the open? I mean, super thin on the ladder.
Yeah, well, and that's that's typical. I'm having a little trouble with the platform right now. I'm sorry I don't have it up.
Okay.
But looking at what I'm seeing here in the Nasdaq, what I'm seeing here in the S&Ps, of course, it's going to gap lower. We're currently looking like around 3 to 4% lower, about 4% lower in the Nasdaq right now. That doesn't surprise me. It just, I've been through things like this so many times that I feel kind of immune to the fear and the anxiety in them.
Yeah.
They always have. Well, initially in my career, whenever these things happened, I was always very excited. I was very excitable. I was over trading. I would just get myself cut up to ribbons, and in really bad ways, because the volatility and the lack of being able to get filled and all of those things would just exacerbate the problem. Since then, I just go calm. I just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the first time Trump was elected, and I don't care about anybody's politics. My brother called me at 3:00 in the morning. He's like, "Dude, S&Ps are down the limit. What do we do?" I just said, "Buy more," and I hung up the phone. And we've never been back down there again. We've never been back down there. So, this is scary, of course. I think a lot of people are wondering what the hell to do, and if you don't know what to do, then frickin' don't do anything. Let the market settle down. It will settle down. And then look for your opportunities. You can't trade in this. This is so thin. Look at the Nasdaq. I mean,
There's no fills.
there's there's oodles and oodles and oodles of prices between the bid and offer. How does somebody trade this? It kind of reminds me of '87 during the crash. We're used to seeing nickel differences between the bid and offer, like 10, 15, 15, 20, 20 quarter, 20 quarter. During the '87 crash, the spread between the bid and offer was sometimes 10, 20, 30, even 50 points apart.
Yeah.
50 points apart. So
Don't
know what to do. Don't do anything. This will pass. I'm of the frame of thought that, no matter how bad this gets, it is taking one element of uncertainty out of the marketplace. We now know where we are as far as tariffs are concerned, and hopefully this whole thing is going to work out in our favor, where we're just going to have the other countries lower or remove their tariffs on our stuff, and it could end up being a very good thing. So politics aside, whatever, don't trade this. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Reminds me of a little bit of COVID too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were over trading, and it wasn't until I saw a really good trade come to me as cheap as it could in this volatile period of time. I didn't take anything. I didn't do anything. I was very patient, and it paid off. I think getting excited and seeing, wow, this is really big opportunity. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. And a lot of people are trading in a much shorter time frame than I am, and that shorter time frame, I think, was part of what created the urgency to get involved in me. I look at things in a much longer time frame now. So, I'm I'm optimistic that this isn't going to be as bad as everybody thinks. It's taking it's taking one uncertainty away from the marketplace, and we'll see how it plays out. I just don't know what else to say about it,
I think we wait. We wait to see how the other countries respond. I think that's probably what's on deck. I know they've what's coming up next, but for all intents and purposes, not. I don't want to jinx it, but market's handling this okay right now. JD, okay for now.
The way I see it too.
Just a reminder for everybody too, if you're thinking about trading this, if we do get locked at that 7% circuit breaker down, they won't expand the limits until 8:30 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, not till regular trading hours open. They won't expand limits from 7% to 13% until tomorrow. So we have the potential of being locked 7% down going into the open tomorrow.
What price is that again, JD?
So in the S&P, 7% limit down right now is 53.15 half, and in the NQ it is 18,387.25.
Yep. Okay.
Remember, there's no major players playing in this right now.
Who is playing?
They're going to play tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yes, we'll see how Asia responds as well. Obviously, slow markets, got to tune in for that. London open with a D as well. This is going to be very interesting throughout the rest of the trading day.
Well, use this as a learning experience, Times of high volatility. You got to have a plan just like you do for any other type of market environment,
That's right.
These things don't last, obviously. It could be like this for a couple days, couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. Eventually, it will come to an end, and the markets will find balance again. But you should know how to maneuver these types of markets because they happen.
Yep. This is
see a little bit of blood coming back into the markets now. We're seeing one or two ticks between the bid and offer and the S&Ps.
Let's take a look at S&Ps here. Whose chart we got? Good stuff back there, Gabe. We're scrambling behind the scenes. Put this thing together in real. 1,000 people join us for this reopen. Hell yeah. TopstepTV, the leading voice in futures, watching pretty amazing stuff. Gold made new all-time highs into the close about an hour and a half ago. $3,201 per troy ounce. This is insane.
What is
18,908. I mean, quoting prices is we're just watching. Have your charts up, and we're all watching the same stuff right now.
Yeah.
And 4 or
Crude oil
5
took a dump.
5 points difference between the bid and offer and the Nasdaq now seems to be settling down. I think from where I sit in that, maybe devil's advocate in that. I think the market took this very
It's handling it okay, right? Hogs is iffy. I don't want to jinx anything. But yeah, right now,
No.
super thin. There's nothing in here, so
and nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, we can all speculate till we're blue in the face. The market's going to do what it's going to do.
correct. It is insanely thin. I mean, look at the spread in the ES or the Nasdaq.
Yeah, it's getting wide again.
Hey, you got a 300 lot down there. What is that in the ES? Come back here. 5,500 even. 300 lot wants to get filled. Oh boy.
I'm scrolling through the dome now on the Nasdaq. I don't see
Mhm.
much on the bidder offer side. 1s and 2 lots.
Yeah. 300 lot. 5,500 even. Last trade 55.24. I'm sorry, 55.17 last trade.
Someone's trying to call the bottom. That big fat round number. Puppy paws, 5,500.
Okay. Get it. Dow's selling off.
Yeah, Dow's getting crushed.
Dow's the only one, really cooking. What's that Dow ladder look like?
Let me see what the
Dow's got nothing in there either. 7 point spread.
7% down in the Dow. First circuit breaker for the Dow, 39,537.
Okay.
2,000 points off.
Okay. Some room. Check the headlines here. Nothing from other countries just yet. I saw New Zealand put something out there. Didn't catch that full headline.
All right.
Right now, yes.
Up.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
Russell took a sledgehammer to the head, too.
Did it? I don't want to say it either, Hogue. I know you're thinking, don't say.
So
No,
we still don't have the death cross on the 50 and the 200 session simple moving average on the daily chart yet. It's close.
Okay. JD, keep asking about limit prices in the ES and NQ. Would you be so kind as to repeat that?
I will reshare the link for everybody. Here's the link. CME Group. Circuit breaker price limits. Whoever's working the chat, please pin this link.
7% first circuit breaker ES 5315. 7% in the NQ 18,387 quarter. 37 quarter. The ES ladders starting to come.
294 on the bid at 5,500 in the S&Ps.
Yeah,
that's my bid.
That's wild. Whoa, what's up, Dakota? Yeah, reopen edition. Tariff. Look at the Nasdaq is just. Auto starters didn't know what to do.
Nobody knows what to do.
No, there's nothing straight. Okay. Make sure you guys, There it is. Thank you, JD. Got to stay tuned in for slow markets. No response. Fair enough.
That death cross is 27 points away from crossing.
What would that price be?
So we need the 50 session moving average to close to roll below the 200 session moving average on the daily chart. Simple moving averages. That 200 session moving average is currently at 20,920, 921. The 50 session is 20,947.
Cut 947.
So 27 points move that 50 session moving average that far, and now we've got the death cross.
Okay. Hogue, working overtime here. Hogue, can we? What are the gap prices in the NQ and the ES, just for reference for everyone? What is the
Hey,
gap?
Hogue, Merck's in the chat wants to know, when are we going to fill these gaps?
Yes. When? That's why I asked the question.
The ultimate question, huh? When are we going to fill these gaps, Hogue?
We filled the gap.
If I knew. Oh, man. All right.
What do you got for gap prices, NQ and ES?
1931, 19,316 was the regular trading hour session low. And the regular trade, the overnight high right now in the NASDAQ is 19,028.
Can't hear you, Hogue.
19,028. So we're about, I don't know, there's about a 210 point gap from the regular trading hour session low in the NASDAQ to the overnight session high. We don't really know if there's going to be a regular trading hour session gap until tomorrow morning.
113. We reopened at 16. Okay.
We'll be within 2% of these circuit breakers and about another 200 points in the NQ. So if you're trading a live funded account here at Topstep, you'll probably be getting an email from Risk very shortly if we continue moving to the downside.
300 lot get filled yet? Was it 5,500 even?
Puppy paws, 5,500.
Still there. That's right, 5,507.
Ooh,
it's about a
just a new low,
60
2
point
ticks.
gap. And that's from the regular trading hour session low from today in the S&Ps to the overnight high. And here's something interesting that I'm seeing here. The overnight high, the high that we just put in for the overnight session, there was 803 contracts that traded there. 700 of them were on the offer. There was an iceberg order there.
They're going to hit that 300 lot here, Dre, in just a second.
We're going to take the fill.
John Jones wants to know when's the last time we triggered a circuit breaker. Was it COVID? Was it that first
I
week
believe
of
it
the
was.
pandemic? Yeah.
And
we went through multiple days throughout, I want to say like 2 months, randomly hitting circuit breakers a couple times a week. Yeah. That was wild.
That was different. That was panic. That was scary.
Yeah.
This is, I'm not going to say anything.
We didn't have nearly the amount of support members that we have now during COVID either. So guys like me and Jack and Hogue, we spent 7-8 hours a day writing and editing emails going out to traders about circuit breakers, and because we had to change them every day because it was a new scenario every single day. So it was all hands on deck, just writing emails. Everybody became a member of the support team for like 2 months during that.
And weren't they dynamic? Like
filled. Filled. Green alert filled.
There it is.
Lower. This is Panic 2 certified. Panic's when the VIX is up in the 60s and 70s and 80s. VIX is in the 20s right now. But I know what you're saying. This is certainly unique. This is certainly haven't traded something like this. All right.
It's easy to panic. But don't.
It's not an orderly sell-off.
Mm-hmm.
It's continuation from before. All right, new lows, ES, new lows. Gold. Surprised we haven't seen gold really start cooking to the upside just yet. Dow's getting hammered.
At it now. Yeah, we're still trading inside range, inside value from yesterday's trading session.
Yes, we are.
Go figure. Okay, starting to pick up some acceleration here. Number for NQ 5% is 18,770.
We haven't even hit weekly kickoff low in the equities yet.
Were you anticipating this, Hogue?
They're basically just measured. They're basically measured moves.
Some offers coming in here.
We're 60 points away from
5%.
5%.
What's that NQ ladder looking like? Man, oh man.
Real thin.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hogue, who's going long? Chuck, no. Come on, we'll wait this out. Like Hogue said, this out, but make sure you're paying attention. This is amazing.
This isn't a joke, Chuck. Yeah. All
No,
joking
it's
aside.
not. Yeah. This is real. I see some more sun coming in here. Tape bomb. I just feel like it might be a tape bomb around the corner.
These markets have my dog upset.
Uh-oh. Gold not reacting as much.
What about treasuries?
Yeah, good question. 1,200 people join us. It's dinner time. Thank you.
Get the 10-year running to the upside.
Yeah.
Session gap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great filibuster. I wonder if does that look like he's joking or not? Low key, going long in the micros.
Okay. Starting to see S&P ladder starting to get a little thicker. Little.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Blood
NASDAQ
starting to come back in.
NASDAQ still nothing. Okay, ES maybe. But the Dow.
Yeah. The 250 lot could lock this thing limit down right now.
Yes, it can.
In the NQ, at least.
Yep. Pretty early right now.
Coop's in there.
What's up, Coop? Who are the regulars? Shout out to all the bellers. What do you call this? How many bells is this? How many bells? Hoag's first day back. Jeez.
Coop's making money scalping the pops.
Oh, man. Yep. All nighters, baby. Hell yeah, Andy. Shout out to everyone hanging with us. India. 4 in the morning in India. Hell yes. Hell to bed. I love it. Yes.
Coop, hats off to you. I don't play this.
No shit, I was up at 3:30 this morning watching the London Open with Deanna and Jerome. They did their session, the what do they call it again? Neuroscience Wednesdays.
How do you sleep, JD?
My eyes are about to go cross right now, guys.
I feel you. We'll we can rock this out for about 5 more minutes. That's cool. Bottom of the hour. Everyone go get something to eat. Step away from the screen. Make sure you get your butt back for slow markets. I see Dakota in there. Dakota just absolute beast. Look, we got some buyers coming in here. Hello. Gabe. I see my man Gabe back there. What up, Gabe? How about this? Look at that smile. Come on in here, Gabe. Put yourself on camera. Say hi to everyone. Get in here, man. We scrambled this thing.
I'm not coming on camera right now. I got a massive ass headache, but I will say hello.
Awesome stuff. All right. Nothing coming out on the wire right now. Nothing. We do have the Asian Open in a little bit. Anyways, yeah.
Yep.
I'm good if you guys are. Thanks for joining us. That was awesome. And a scramble. Robert, Ben, Gabe, Hogue, JD. There's 1,200 people joining us right now as well. Go take a break. Go get something to eat. Get a little rest and get recharged because we've got slow markets coming up in Dakota. When's slow markets? About 90 minutes? 2 hours?
7:30. 7:30.
2 hours. 2 hours. JD,
yeah.
Thoughts? Yeah. Thoughts on
anybody
this
in the
first
chat?
half hour?
don't. This isn't the time to go blowing out an account. You're not going to get lucky in these kinds of markets. You might get lucky, but don't bank on it. Does anybody else need these circuit breaker numbers one more time before we get out of here? I posted them in the chat a couple times. I think we have a link into the chat. Do we? Yeah, CME price limits. Link is pinned to the chat. Go in there and just type in the product code for whatever product you're trading, and you will get the circuit breaker price limits for that product. Stay safe if you're thinking about getting in the market right now. If you're in a live funded account, just shut it off and go get a ham sandwich. If you're in an XFA or a trading combine and you do feel so compelled to trade these markets, maybe get into a micro and just make sure you cover your ass.
CYA Hogue. You've
JD,
seen worse.
I just had a ham sandwich. Funny you say that.
What am I gonna have for dinner? Tonight.
Don't trade emotionally. When you trade emotionally, Jim Dalton, I think, said it best. You make bad decisions. Emotional decisions usually don't end up well. Don't trade them. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything. And for Pete's sake, don't look at your 401k for a while. We'll let you know when that's safe again.
Yep. Great job. All right. Shout out to all the team back there. We did this in a pinch as well. We got 1,000 people. You guys are the absolute best. I guess you guys all subscribe by now, but one more time, click like, follow, and subscribe. So far, okay. Make sure to tune in for slow markets. I know I'll be there. That's in about 2 hours. Go get some rest. Go get some time away from the screen because we're going to be, who knows what's coming on next. So we'll see what the other country doing. Anyways, Gabe, JD, Hogue, all the Bellers, Robert, Ben, all in the house. You guys are the absolute best. We are the leading voice in futures trading. We're going to be here all around the clock. Anyways, it's Top Step TV. Let's go. Hell yeah.